Hey, welcome back. Mike Callahan here with Andrea Holmes, my personal assistant, everything Simple Growth Masterminds. You may recognize Andrea from our first run through our Nashville live event, rocking the shades and showing us the cabanas, the live event, and all the networking. So Andrea and I got together and we're thinking, what could we possibly do to outdo the Nashville event, the Shreveport event, the Mooresville event, the Phoenix event, and the Dallas event from last year. So in Dallas, when we do these live events, SimpleGrowth Rise tries to take it to the next level. So Andrea and I were just kind of beating our heads against the wall, and we've lined up the SimpleGrowth team that you know and love, going to be there speaking at the live event for the SimpleGrowth Masterminds, all in a tight, intimate room where we can learn and network and workshop. But what we do traditionally is we have 2 days of teaching with a shop tour, in this case, 2 shop tours. And then the second day we go out and have some kind of team building event where we have transportation to the event, food, and some cocktails if you're into that type of thing. So what I'm going to do is break it down, Andrea, of the 5 speakers that we have lined up from my inner circle, national leaders. And then I'm going to give you the pleasure of literally reviewing what we're going to be doing in Dallas, Texas here on the 7th and 8th, particularly the 8th for the after party networking event. So I'm going to cut right to the chase. If you have not heard the lineup outside of the Simple Growth team that you know, love, and trust, speaker number 1, Jonathan Potoshnik of the Lawn Care Millionaire, co-founder, service autopilot, and owner of City Turf, going well and beyond 10 million in annual sales. Going to be there live in the room for Q&A, and you can ask him how he built those businesses and business advice. Number 2, Josh Latimer, the founder of 2 different service businesses bought out by private equity. He then actually took off to Costa Rica for a private podcast where he had over 1 million downloads. Then ended up coming back to Michigan, buying something that looked like a freaking castle, and started a company called SendGym, where he now has a CEO running that company as he's an absentee owner. And he now owns several other companies that he runs out in Dallas, Texas now. Speaker number 3, Debbie Sardone, one of the biggest influencers, if not the biggest influencer in the service industry, specifically cleaning. Had the pleasure of sharing the stage with Debbie several times. And I will tell you, I've learned just as much, if not more, from Debbie than I have from some of the people in the lawn care industry. So excited that Debbie is actually going to be there as well, live in person. She owns a cleaning service called Buckets and Bows, a company called Cleaning for a Reason for nonprofits to help people going through cancer treatment. Speed Cleaning for the Pros, and CBF, Cleaning Business Fundamentals, where she teaches cleaning companies to scale to 1 million and well beyond. And she's going to be talking about one of many things, how to fire the CEOs. If you're watching this and you're a CEO, Debbie's going to show you how to potentially fire yourself and let that business run on its own. Speaker number 4, Libby Delucian, owner and founder of Woot Recruit, and organize it in a third-party software that she just launched, where it is using spatial AI to actually produce automated estimates for the home cleaning industry. So if that wasn't enough, Libby is a certified CBF coach with Debbie Sardone, and is her native genius is going out and how to actually formulate job descriptions and job ads that actually go out and align with your company's purpose and your core values that we teach inside the Simple Growth Masterminds group. So Libby has agreed to actually not just teach it, but help us workshop it on the walls, so you can walk out with an executable takeaway for your hiring. 5th, and definitely not least, or last but least, is EJ McCoy, former founder, of Chorby. Andrew, you're making me a little nervous here on this live video. It's your presence. But EJ McCoy, the founder of Chorby, Scoop Soldiers, and several other service businesses that we're going to not just 1, but 2 shop tours. Day number 2 with transportation to and from those shops. And EJ has been gracious enough to actually come back to the hotel and speak to us about his business endeavors there and answer any of your questions, how to grow and scale your service business. Finally, the pressure is off me of the last 5 or 6 days announcing all these things on Facebook Live. Andrea's appearance here is definitely making me a little nervous. But Andrea, you're up. I don't want to steal your thunder. Let us know what we're doing for the live event on day number 2, Dallas, Texas, Simple Growth Masterminds 2023. No
Yes.
pressure.
Okay. I know. No pressure. A little nervous. That's all right. So every quarterly mastermind event, I try and plan a super fun networking event and dinner, normally on the last evening. We've done anything from axe throwing to top golf to, as you said, the water park at the Opryland Resort. So when it came to Dallas, I really thought long and hard about what we could do and looked into several different activities that just didn't seem big or flashy enough to go along with the flashiness of all of our guest speaker lineup that you arranged, Mike. So then I got to thinking, what could we do in Dallas that's local that we can't do somewhere else? Somehow, that eventually led me to connecting with a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader on the phone. I felt so honored. So, for our group in Dallas in November, we are going to end this event with a bang. And we are going to spend the evening doing an exclusive VIP owners experience tour of AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to check out the field, the owners club, the players locker room, the cheerleaders locker room. We'll get to see where Jerry Jones himself sits during the games. This is the most exclusive tour they offer, so we are getting the direct Cowboys experience. And as if that's not enough, after the tour, we are all going to enjoy a catered Cowboys dinner and drinks in the stadium club inside the stadium. I personally think this event tops all the other ones, which were obviously truly amazing as well. After I got off the phone and booked this event, I remember calling you, Mike, and was like, oh, hey, this is what we're doing. I booked it. And I think you were actually speechless for maybe like a whole second there.
I was wondering where I left my pom-poms. I want to hang out with the cheerleaders, but
I mean,
neither here nor there.
same. Players, cheerleaders, who knows who we'll see. It's going to be football season. Never know. No, I am super excited. Like I said, I looked for like different things, different activities for days and days and days. And then somehow I came across this and I was like, okay, we have to go out with a bang. We have to end this in Dallas with the Cowboys. So here we are.
Love it. Awesome job. Amazing. You didn't stumble like I did on this live video. So everybody watching in the Simple Growth Mastermind's private group right now, want to thank Andrea and you guys for trusting myself and the rest of the Simple Growth team putting this together. Andrea, amazing job. Looking forward to it. If you're watching this on any of our other channels, we've just brought in about another 6 or 7 new folks into the Simple Growth Masterminds group. As you well know, you got to be $1 million in sales and beyond. But if this sounds of interest, we are just starting up our new cohort, going in and getting real clear on our purpose and core values. And we're going to have a separate day at the event on the 6th to actually go in and workshop and get some of the elite content and methodology set up. And if you're watching this and you're already in the Masterminds group, you will be able to elect to actually join that day as well. So Andrew's going to have to send out some details later today. Hopefully, I saw the email. Looks really good with the sign up links.
Yeah, I was honestly waiting for this announcement, and I'm going to send that registration email out this afternoon.
Sweet. Looked awesome. Great job as always, Andrea. Looking forward to seeing everybody on the next webinar, September 14th, and some of the hot seats coming up. If you have any interest, if you're not in the group, now is the time to book a call, sgscall.com. We've got some availability next week to take a call. Not everybody qualifies. If you haven't broke that $1 million mark, we can also talk to our Scale Plus coaches as well, where we help people scale to $1 million to graduate to the Masterminds group. We did graduate 4 to 6 new companies in the last month or two to our exclusive $1 million club. So we've got a little something for everybody. But once again, if you're watching this in the Simple Growth Masterminds group, thanks for allowing us to bring the elite content that's been so influential in my businesses, and now allowing me to introduce you to my inner circle of probably about 28 or 30 thought leaders in the service industry. So don't worry if you think we've literally taken the whole bench of networking we have and we're using them all at one event. We're going to have new speakers on some of the webinars and the live events mixed in with the current Simple Growth team that we always know, love, and trust. So we're going to keep up leveling the content and keeping it fresh. And as Andrea's doing, she's up leveling and keeping the live events fresh. I don't know how you're going to outdo this one, but you got a few months to figure it out. So
I got this.
If you're still interested and you haven't signed up or had an exploratory call, sgscall.com. The sales team is off today as we're recording this live, but they will be back after the holiday weekend, I think starting Wednesday next week. So you can book a call next week. So sgscall.com. Andrea, great job. We'll see everybody in Dallas, Texas. Bonus day is the 6th of November, 7th and 8th of November. right down the street from the Service Autopilot Conference. So if you are sticking around for SA, it's a quick little ride over to that hotel the following day. Can't wait to go see Cowboys Stadium, VIP owners experience. Andrea, thanks. And we'll see everybody on the next hot seats here coming up September 14th, I believe it is.